Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and we are at Friday once again. Now I've done a couple of little projects and a paper cut, and we are going to do this one. Now the reason we're going to do this one is because there's an error. It's not that it doesn't work. What's happened here is they forgot to put an 1/8 of an inch score line around each of those fold lines, so I'm gonna do that myself. I mean, for $3 I'm not going to complain, because it does work once you put your 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and we're going to make that one and decorate it, and that's the cute little envelope. I've done my paper clips as you knew I would, so I had to do those. I've cut the washi bits out, and I've used a couple of the tags. Now I'm using Creative Path paper and ephemera, and I will try and link that below if they still do it, because it's a really cute kind of farm barnyard set. And I'm also using a couple of Panelisa's little chat strips here. Right, so move these out of the way and I will show you what I have been up to, and then we'll do that envelope. Is it Friday? No, it isn't, is it? It's Thursday. Yeah, it is. Goodness gracious me. I do apologise for that. My brain's all over the place. Maybe it's wishful thinking because I'm going shopping on Saturday. Yeah, that's what it is. Good grief. Right, those cute little tags. Right, there's one of them. And I did tell you that you could use the other small tag to cut like a little door or a window. Oh, I do hope that's not all blurred. But there's one of those little chat quotes. I'm going to try and get my camera straight. There we go. That little chat quote that says bless your heart. And this is the Creative Path paper and ephemera. So I just trimmed that little sheep and popped it behind. But I just think that's so cute. And then the teeny weeny one I just layered up with a little gold butterfly on the bottom. Yeah. It's not going well for me this morning. Oh dear, I just drop everything. And then I did one with the little cow and the dandelion and the scarecrow, and I've got half a rainbow in the background, and then just, you know, it was a whole rainbow, and I cropped it in half just because I wanted a bit of background. So that is using 3 out of the tag set from my haul that I shared yesterday, and I'm still sitting here puzzling as to why I thought it was Friday. Oh dearie me. Right, now what I've done just in plain craft cardstock, I've got the doodah thing. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me what it is. It's like a pointer, isn't it? A directional pointer. And I cut out the washi, and I am going to be using one of those on the envelope. And this is the other little strip that comes with the set, and you can see I used the smallest one with bless your hearts for that little sheep. So there's another one of those, and then I did my paper clips because I had to. So I'm going to try and hold them, and I hope it's not going to, you know. Oh, there we go. So I did them a bit vintage style, and I did put some glossy doodahs. Yeah, glossy doodahs for the camera lens. But isn't that cute? Now, I must admit I haven't finished these. I will go away and I will cut another one so that they're double thick, and then I can, you know, clip them on my page. If I use my scrap of cardstock here, you can kind of see how they go. So that's the camera. I did this one with the little car, and I put some glossy doodahs on again. Now I did use my Tombow watercolours onto my craft cardstock because I like the effects. If I can get close enough, I'll kind of show you. It kind of peels up the paper and makes it look a little bit suede-y, and I like that. But I put the little arrow there with the heart, watercolours once again, and a little bit of glossy doodahs. And that's one that will either, you know, go up underneath to hold a bunch of ephemera, or you can go sideways, she says. onto a page, so I hope you can see that. I love that. And then I've got a little ship, look at that. And I even put glossy doodahs on my ocean wave, so they are, and a little bit of white gel pen. So I've got a little bit of, what's it called, ocean spray, yeah. So that's my little ship. And then, you know, I was thinking about the movie, you know, Planes, Trains and Automobiles. I do love that film. Yeah, we're digressing this morning. And it just made me think of it. So I thought, right, I'm going to put my plane with my train. And that could be a train or a tram, I'm not sure. But I've got glossy accents on that one as well. I just love that. Love the movie too. Just makes me laugh. And then on my triangle one, I did a little yellow bus. And once again, glossy doodahs. I just had a lot of fun doing that. And I will put these in my little box with my bitty bobs. So that, you know, I think probably my favourite clips are my ice cream ones. Yeah. I've got some ice cream cone ones from a couple of years ago, and I just love those as paper clips. But these gorgeous, just love them. You don't have to use the little bits that come with them, but it just really looks good on a little journal page or in a diary if you've got, you know, little doodahs going on. So that's my clips. Right, now I'm going to pause for a second while I get my scoreboards, because we're going to do that envelope. Right, so here we are, and here is this little envelope, and if I show you this side you'll be able to see. Now it's all scored to fold, and that's fine, but then when you come to close it, because you just pop this into this, it just doesn't go together because it's too far apart. And if you actually look at the image on the piggy page, it folds up and closes like a little box. So it's meant to have another score line here. And my brain tells me it's supposed to be 1/8 of an inch. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, this cardstock that I'm using today is Panalisa, and it's from her fragrant pack. I've used one of the washi strips that I've showed you, a little chat strip on there which says water your flower with love. I don't know what on earth's going on with my camera, but I promise you it says water your flower with love. I might pause actually and adjust it. Hang on a second. Right, there we go. I think that's a lot better. So that's one of the washi pieces. So we're going to use that on there, and I'm also going to use some of Panalisa's little sunflower ephemera bits and bobs, and there's also quote strips in that one. So I'm just going to put that over to there. Right, now this, we need to score 1/8 of an inch. Now my scoreboard is a little mini We Are Memory Keeper scoreboard. I'll move it down so you can see, and all the little bits in between are 1/8 of an inch, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm just going to butt that up to there. I'm going to look at where this rests. I'm going to make sure that I've got it straight there. I'm just moving it back. There we are. You want your score line to be just before your 8th line. So now I'm going down there. Can you see that? So I've just scored 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to hold that up so that you can see. So that's the original fold line. This is my score line, and I am going to put that score line in a little bit, you know, more so that I can see it. Now it's one of those things when you start lining stuff up on a board, you wonder if you're straight or not. So just take your time. And I think that's it. If I move that to there, because I'm not kidding you, sometimes I can do stuff and I'm all over the place, like just now. Right, so I'm gently going down there. So now you've got your 2 scores in, you can see how it should be. There you go. And basically that's all I need to do. I just need to go along there. I need to put my original line up onto that line and then just go down there and pop in my 1/8 of an inch, move it back just slightly and just go back down that line so I can see where I am. And I'm going to do that all around. So just manipulate your piece, make sure you're on the correct line. There. And an 1/8 of an inch. Done an 1/8 there, and we need to do an 1/8 here. So once again, line it up at the edge of your line and go here. Right, so we were an 1/8 and an 1/8 and an 1/8. So then what you do is you fold it on the original score line. And when you do that, it should be flat all the way across. Do that again. Do it again. You can see it's flat all the way across. And then do it again. So those were the original score lines that I just did. Now then, what makes it work and what makes it close is now you need to go to the score lines that you just did. And you don't have to put a lot of effort into them. It's not like they need to be crisp, because they will find their way, if you know what I mean. So even though this might look confusing, I promise you it's not. So now can you see that you've got a little boxy bit, and that's the way that it should have been. Because what I did was I went and I looked at the reviews. I always read the reviews on products to see exactly what people are saying, and then I go and look at the image and I compare. And that's why I bought it, because I could see what the problem was. It's that it should have been, you know, as I've just said, with that little extra score line. So I'm just pushing that up there and I can see it. Now which one didn't I do? I think I've done them all, haven't I? Yeah. Oh, I didn't do this one up here. So I'm just going to find that one and push that along. As I said, you know, where your score line is, it's going to sort of like tuck down on you anyway. There you go. If you want to make it neater at the top, all you've got to do is just go along with your fingers and just gently press. And now, by the magic of my hands, I'm hoping this works. Yeah. So let's have a look. There's our little envelope. Oh, I guess I should have twiddled with that for a minute first. And then pop that in. And it shouldn't then be all ballooned towards you. There you go. See? That's how it's meant to be. So all you have to do is add an 1/8 of an inch. And as it's a gift card holder, it should absolutely be like that, because it comes with, let me grab it. It comes with a little cards that you can pop inside, and of course then you would add your gift card, which means it would need that little bit of bulk for your stuff to go in there. So as I said, that's the only error with it. Just needs an 1/8 of an inch. But I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to decorate it, because this is the kind of thing, as I was saying yesterday, that I would totally put some seeds in. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of ephemera and just decorate the back, and then it can go into my seed box ready for my sunflower seeds when I decide to go and grab them. Now that piece might be a bit too large and I don't really want to chop it up, but I do like that one, so I'm just going to go with that piece. Yeah, I'm going to go with that piece and be very happy. I'm just going to grab a bit of glue. Got some paper stuck on there. And I'm just going to squiggle this around. I haven't actually collected my sunflower seeds yet. and if I don't hurry up, the birds will have them all. So I'm quite happy to have that little bit on there. And then I'll know instantly looking at it that it contains sunflower seeds. And then I'm just going to put a little quote on the back, because I'll use this envelope for a few years. And I'm just going to run that there. And I got myself a nice cute little seed packet. So just remember, 1/8 of an inch if you're buying it. That's all you need to do. But as I said, you know, for $3, I couldn't be bothered to complain. I'm a little bit over there, but that's all right. I'm not really going to catch that. But yeah, I love that. I think that's really sweet. So that's my little envelope, and here's my other doodahs, because I absolutely adore my paper clips. And that is what I've got for you today. Now, me being confused with the dates, yes, I am going to be up tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure tomorrow is Friday. Yes, I am. So you have an absolutely awesome day. I thank you so much for joining me today. If I've confused you and you have any questions, just pop them below. And as usual, all links below. Bye.